Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a Birch Gun, the Tier 4 British SPG, based on the Medium 2 tank chassis, and this one is being commanded by SpikeLikes, and he's on the south spawn of Mountain Pass. Now the Birch Gun is a very slow Arty, but then it was based on a very slow tank chassis, and it was actually a prototype that was built. It was 7 prototypes were built during 1926 to 1927, but they didn't go into mass manufacture, and so they were discontinued. Now, I don't understand why he's stopped at the bottom of this hill and he's not actually doing anything. It's very odd. And some targets have turned up on the ice road. An SU-85B and a KV-1S. But our player doesn't appear to be doing anything at all. Oh, well, he's moving now. As I say, the Birch Gun is very slow because it was basically a very early tank design that was turned into an SPG. It's got a quick firing 25-pounder gun on it. That's one great thing about the Birch Gun is you can fire one round every second that you're loaded for the entire game, and you won't run out of ammunition. You've got 150 rounds to play with, so you could keep firing away all the time and not run out of ammo. It's one of the few Artys that you can do that in. Okay, it's got to the top of the plateau. Now, is he going to extend his aim? I think that rock is going to be in the way. Can't understand what he's doing. Very odd. Okay, now he's extended his aim, and he's looking at where the T-28 is, and that T-28's just been taken out. There's a Crusader, but he's got a red line. That's because he's right next door to the rock, and he can fire at that Covenanter. He's dialing in the aim. Okay, rounds out. Direct hit, 123 hit points, 2 critical hits. There's an M3 Leap right on top of the hill. He's loaded, dialing in the aim. Rounds out. It's got a long way to travel. 62 that time. Oh, there's a Death Toaster. The Panzerceptoletter 4C. And that round just landed in front of it. No splash on 25-pounder, I'm afraid. An M37, the enemy Arty. And that's a direct hit. Takes him out altogether. Now, where's that Death Toaster got to? Well, no sign. I think that that T-28 was spotting the M3 and the Death Toaster. And he's repositioned. The good thing about the Birch Gun is it has got basically a fully traversable turret. Well, fully traversable turret. It's a fully traversable gun mount, which means that it doesn't matter which way the gun is, the actual chassis is pointing. The gun can switch around to point at the target without having to move the vehicle. Right, there's the Death Toaster. Just trying to line up a shot on it. Rounds out. And it hit the target. There was no explosion, so he definitely hit the target. But he doesn't appear to be firing at it again. No, instead he's looking for a new target. Now he can't fire at that OI, so he's dialing in on that. Rounds out. And he does get a hit. Only 12 hit points, but it is a hit. As I say, you can keep firing with the Birch Gun repeatedly, one shot after the other. It's about 9 seconds between reloads. Depends on how good your crew is. There's an Su-85B tank destroyer. Lining up for shot, rounds out. No, he didn't get it precisely on the target. Rounds out. Okay, this time he did. You see, some people have got this habit of firing and then adjusting their aim shortly afterwards. And unfortunately that doesn't seem to work very well. Okay, M3 Lee. And he gets a hit there and takes it out. 79 hit points. Right, the other Su-85B is backing away. There's only 5 left on the enemy team. And it looks like the enemy on the ice road has fallen. And the rest of the team is making good inroads towards the cap. Well, that's a Burt. Unfortunately, he's got a red line, so he can't hit that. Right, it's looking to see if there's any enemy on top of the plateau. There's the Su-85B. You can see that, but I'm not sure he can get a shot at it. He's actually coming down the cliff. Now, I suspect that he's actually going to try and get a better angle on the KV2, KV1 and the Burts. Now presumably they are going to be trying to get back to the cap, to their own cap. There's 2 in the cap at this moment, and they're going to have to move back. If they don't, then SpikeLikes' team is going to win. And you can't hit those because they're behind the hill in the Western Passage. No, in fact, there's no enemy that he can fire at the moment because they're all in the Western Passage. They've managed to take out the Hetzer, but I don't think they're going to get much further before they cap out. There's only 5 seconds left on the cap. 4, 3, 2, 1, and the cap's completed. So they've won the battle. So SpikeLikes gets 3 kills. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was an ace tanker for SpikeLikes in the Birch Gun. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 8 in that battle, and he got 3 kills as well. Let's have a look at the totals, the team damage, team scores. He got the highest damage in 1,061 hit points. He got the second highest number of kills with 3. The Jagdpanzer got 4. Or obviously Jagdpanzer 38T, that's the Hetzer. And when it came to base XP, he came third with 553. He fired 13 rounds, got 7 direct hits, 7 penetration, 4 splash, damage of 1,061 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 6 of the enemy, killed 3 of them. He earned 13,813 credits, but there was no ammunition resupply cost, so he must have had some spare rounds. And that's all he took away. And he took away base XP of 553, but he had personal reserves going, so he picked up another 553 from that, and he took away 1,106 XP in total. So that's quite a good battle, successful. He's got an ace tanker out of it, not bad. I would say though, that the thing is that he spent a lot of time at the start of that battle just doing absolutely nothing. And maybe, you know, the thing is that I did say the Birch Gun can fire the entire battle and just keep blasting away, and the rounds are incredibly cheap. But the main thing is that it can keep active, it can suppress the enemy and helps the rest of your team in the process. And there were plenty of targets that were in sight at various points during the battle. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in the next video.